Hello, family. If your goal is to grow long, beautiful microlocks, here are five habits that you're supposed to avoid in order to have that length and that, shiny hair that you look forward to. Okay? Now, and in the end of this video, I'll be giving you 3 bonus tips to grow long lustrous, voluminous microlocks. Okay, welcome to my channel. My name is Frongugi, and we talk all about natural hair. We talk about hair health. We talk about general health and even beauty. Okay, so you're most welcome. Now, going to point number 1: do not over tighten your locks. Okay, this is a habit that I used to fail in. I used to retighten my hair every time. Like every time I saw a growth on my lock, I would retighten my hair. And what did that do? It led my hair, it led to weakening of my hair. And my hair weakened in the roots. Okay, so please avoid retightening your hair like every time. Let your hair be. Like you can see, for me right now, I have growth, right? I have growth, but I can't retighten right now until I get to 2 months waiting that I normally schedule my hair for retightening. Okay, so you can wait for one month, you can wait for 2 months. There are people who wait even for 3 months, right? According to your preference. But for me, I normally wait for 2 months, right? So what does that do? When you leave your hair and you let your hair be, it grows because it does not experience a lot of stress, right? Yeah, this one will even save your hairline. You won't lose your hairline that much, okay? Now, going to point number 2: do not shampoo your hair every day. Okay, now what does shampoo do to our hair? Shampooing our hair is good, right? Because if you don't wash your hair, now you'll have buildups, okay, in your scalp, and it will lead to some other conditions, right? But you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. You're supposed to give yourself a break. Like for me, I wash my hair after every 3 weeks. Okay, that's me. You can plan for yourself the way you love it, right? Now, when you wash your hair every time with shampoos, these shampoos, what they do is like they erode. They erode the nutrients that are in your microlocks, okay, in your hair strands, and even in your scalp. Yeah, the shampoo erodes all those nutrients, and your hair is left weak. And over shampooing leads to, your hair getting pale, right? Your hair getting very weak and not appealing at all. The shine goes away. Okay, so we should schedule for shampooing in intervals like 2 or 3 weeks or 4 or a month, yeah, according to your preference. Okay, now point number 3: do not use heat or dry or when drying your locks. Okay, now there are people who immediately wash your hair, you prefer to go to the blow dryer, right? What does that dryer does, it normally affects our locks, right? Our microlocks, because you see our microlocks is not a single strand of hair like the loose hair, right? So when heat is exposed to this hair, it is retained inside our locks because our lock has thickness, right? So the heat is retained inside for some minutes maybe or seconds. What that does is it weakens our hair. You see your hair is starting to weaken at some points, and you don't know the reason. It's because you're overheating your hair. What are we supposed to do to curb that? What you're supposed to do is when you wash your hair, you use a towel to suck all the excess water, and after that you go outside in the sun. We have sun. You can keep your hair like, without holding it in ponytails, right? Very loose, and it will dry. right? As time goes by, you can even stay indoors. Like for me, there are times when it's very cold and there's no sunlight. What I do is keep my microlocks loose like this, and I put a towel on top of my head, and I stay indoors, and it works miracles. My hair normally dries with time. Okay, now going to point number number 4. That is a bird flying over my head. You know, that's the experience we have when we are around nature, right? As you can see, we have trees, we have a lot of plants around me, and I love this so much. Okay, going to point number 4, and I know it's also healthy for you guys. When you see the environment, you don't only see a wall or in a building, right? Yeah, it soothes your mind, and I love it, right? Tell me in the comment section if this also is healthy to your minds, right? Yeah, to your mental health. You'll tell me that in the comment section, okay? Also, when we talk about heat, when washing our hair, we are not supposed to wash our hair with very hot water, right? I have experienced someone with long locks, right? If they look at their hair and see that their hair is oily, right? What they do, they boil water and use the water to wash their hair strands, okay, away from their scalp. That what they say is the hot water will remove the oil, the excess oil in their hair. That is very wrong, because these strands of ours are alive. They are not supposed to be exposed to very, very very heated water. Okay, what we're supposed to do is warm the water we are washing our hair with. If you can't use the same water to wash your hair strands, if you can't use it on your scalp, now you're doing a very wrong thing. Something is very wrong. You're supposed to use the same water you wash your scalp with, the same water you should wash your hair strands. Okay, yeah, these things are very, very, we love them, right? So we should take care of them. Okay, now the sun is out, and when I started recording there was no sun. Now I don't know what will happen to this video. I don't know if I should face this way, okay, or what. Okay, let's continue, because the sun will disappear right now. Yeah, this is the season in our area. It's very cold, so I'm not, you can see it's gone. I'm not depending very much on the sun, but we will still continue. Okay, so going to point number 4. Do not put pressure on your scalp through tight styling. Okay, now I know I'm not alone. There was a time I used to hold my hair in a ponytail like this, and I used to tighten that ponytail because I want, my edges to be seen very clean and neat. And now I used to use a brush to comb my hairline like this. Sometimes I use some gel, the styling gel, to rub on my hairline, but not anymore. Nowadays, I don't care whether my hair is frizzy, whether my hairline looks like whatever it is, right? All I care about is maintaining the health of my hairline, right? As you can see, my hairline is full. Okay, I have a forehead, yes, I can't deny that, but my hairline is very healthy. Now, those tight hairstyles that we put on our microlocks, right? What it does, it pressures, or rather stresses, our scalp and our hairline, and that leads to hair loss. Okay, another thing with me, when I didn't have these microlocks, there was a period of time. Okay, there was a time I had the thick locks, right? Okay, I shaved them, and then I started plaiting my hair. That period that I plaited my hair, it was a very stressing period for me. You know why? Because every time I went to a salon, I had to take painkillers because the pain is unbearable, especially when you have a period of having locks like these ones, and now you start plaiting your hair. It's hectic, right? So anytime you're putting pressure on your scalp and you're not comfortable, you feel some pain, you feel you're not happy, right? Why should you put yourself to those pressures? Okay, when you style your hair, try to loosen the parts that you feel pain, right? If you want your hair to look neat, you can still look neat, but do not putting much pressure on your scalp. Okay, going to point number 5, be gentle to your hair and scalp when it's wet, right? When your hair is wet, when your microlocks, they are wet, they are very prone to breakage. When your hair is wet, it's prone to breakage. What are we supposed to do? We are supposed to handle our microlocks with a lot of care and love, right? We love our hair, we can't deny that. And so we are supposed to treat our hair with love. We should, when washing our hair, right? We have done the braiding and the banding, right? So after doing that, when you shampoo your hair, do the massaging, right? Don't don't wash your hair like you're washing clothes. I saw someone doing this on her strands, hair strands. These things are alive. Okay, our hair is alive. We are not supposed to be that harsh to our hair. Okay, so when washing your hair, make sure that you're doing it gently. Okay, even our scalp, like for us who have the very sensitive scalp, what I do, I normally massage my hair, right? Massaging my hair gently when I apply the shampoo, massaging my hair gently without doing it like, following the pressure of inching or something. Try to avoid that, right? Wash your hair gently to avoid, when you scratch your scalp, with a lot of strength and very rough, what the scalp does, it gets sore. Okay, your scalp gets some irritations, and after the irritation, what happens is an infection. You can get an infection in that area. So we are supposed to be very gentle on our scalp. We are supposed to be very gentle on our hair strands. Okay, when you wash your hair gently, right, and then rinse off, and then if you have a leave-in conditioner, or maybe you're using aloe vera like I do, okay, when you put the leave-in conditioner, your hair is very happy and appealing and shiny. Okay, yeah, those are the things that we are supposed to avoid, okay, when we are taking care of our microlocks. Every one of us has a target, right? There's that length that you want your hair to get to, okay? There is that beauty, that you want your hair to get to. Those are the things that we are targeting, right? So we are supposed to follow those rules, because if we fail we do contrary to that, what will happen, we'll lose our locks, and it's very painful. I have experienced losing my hair in my crown part, and as I have told you in my previous videos, and losing your hair is very painful. I can attest to that. Can you see my hair at the crown? It's very short, right? So losing hair is not a very good thing. So we should avoid those habits so that our hair can grow strong, beautiful, voluminous, and so we can avoid putting on those, extensions. We have our natural extensions. We don't buy hair. We rock our own. Okay. Yeah, we lock our own, right? Yeah. Okay, now I had promised to give you microlock microlocks growth tips. Okay, here are they. Now, tip number 1, eat sufficient vegetables and fruits. Okay, so as we always say, our hair is a reflection of our inner health. So if you don't eat right, our hair will not be healthy by all means. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to eat fruits, all types of fruits, and you're supposed to eat fruits that are rich in iron, okay? And you're supposed to eat okay, vegetables, because vegetables are rich in very many vitamins and minerals, okay? Yeah, we are supposed to eat enough fruits and vegetables. Second tips, use natural oils on your scalp, okay? Now, what are these natural oils that we are asked to use on our scalp? We are supposed to use rosemary oil, coconut oil, almond oil, okay, on our scalp. And there are very many other very rich oils that help our hair to grow, okay? So when we use any other, the greasy oils, the other greasy oils that people use on their hair, what those oils do, they clog our hair follicles, okay? And it leads to very many issues with our hair, okay? So we are supposed to use natural oils on our scalp. When our scalp is healthy, our hair will be healthy. Our external hair will be very healthy when we keep our scalp healthy, and our entire body healthy, okay? Now, the other thing that falls under the oils, okay, let's go to point number 3. Tip number 3, massage your scalp regularly, okay, and gently, okay? Even when you're not applying oils on your scalp, you're supposed to take some time, maybe once a day, or once or thrice a week, okay? Massage your scalp, okay? What does massaging your scalp do to your hair? It allows blood circulation, right, to your hair follicles, okay? So when you have enough blood in your hair follicles, you have very healthy hair, and your hair strands will be beautiful and shiny and voluminous, okay? The other tip, now I had said I have 3 tips, but there is this bonus tip, because I love you, you're my family, and we are going to grow very healthy microlocks, right, if you follow these tips. Okay, the other tip, drink enough water, okay? Like right now, it's very cold in our area. I don't know what your area looks like right now. If your area is cold or hot, make sure that you drink sufficient water, okay? Now, after we follow these rules, brother, okay, if we follow these rules, our hair will be healthy. We will, be beautiful, because that's what we look for. Beauty is everything to us, ladies and gentlemen, all right? We have our brothers who have microlocks. They have natural hair, natural locks, okay? They have the thicker locks, okay? We will follow all these rules, and our hair will be beautiful. Like you can see, when you apply natural oils, your scalp is always clean, right? You don't have those clogging of, I don't know what, dandruffs. Natural oils heals the scalp, and so we can't experience the problems that to do with the dandruffs and everything, okay? So thank you so very much for coming back to watch my video, right? If you haven't subscribed and you've found this video helpful, kindly subscribe, okay? Now, I need you to talk to me in the comment section, okay? Yeah, talk to me. Tell me what video you'd like me to give you people. Ask me questions, give me your views, okay? We need to talk, right? So that we can encourage each other, okay? Give me your journey, tell me what you're going through, tell me if this video is helpful. Talk to me kindly, okay? Now, I'll continue to give you more videos. I'll continue to give you value, because that is what I'm sharing. Like now, it's very cold around here. Can you see my locks? Can you see? what I normally talk about, hair loss. This is what we call hair thinning, right? You see how my lock looks like? I don't know whether it will break or what will happen. This one might be, maybe it's the same. I lost this part of hair the same period that I lost these ones, okay? Yeah, and you know the story behind that, right? So we should keep ourselves healthy. We should exercise. If you don't do hard labor like us in the garden, we know we live in the village. We go to the garden, we do a lot of farm chores, okay? If you're working in an office, kindly do exercises, okay? Drink a lot of water, avoid stress by all means, be happy, and above all, have faith, okay? You know, our peace comes from above, okay? That is according to me, right? Our peace comes from above. My peace comes from Him, the Almighty God. So have faith and let us do this together, okay? Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for loving my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome for the next video that I'll be uploading on Friday. I normally upload on Wednesday and Friday, okay? So thank you so much and see you in my next video.